Hey, guess what? I am bringing you another Netgalley book review. Netgalley.com, in case you didn't know, is a service that wants to bring books into the world, wants to get attention to books. So what you do is you sign up and then basically you start requesting books. You're gonna get declined a lot. That's just part of it, but when you do get a book, you feel extra special. So it's a really cool thing, and I would highly recommend you check it out. That's http www.netgalley.com. I will put a link in the description of this video if I remember. If I don't, there's the address. So anyway, this review is about the first book in a series called the Main Street Book Club Mysteries. They're by Amy Lillard. And this book is called Don't Judge a Book by Its Murder, and it should be somewhere over here if I got my thing right. I tried to place myself so there would be enough space. We'll see if that works out. If it doesn't, I will feel very embarrassed because this video will just look wonky as heck. But anyway, on to the video. So it's about a woman named Arlo, and this book doesn't pull any punches because on the first page, she encounters a corpse. And it's one of those cozies where the victim is somebody that you don't like. They're kind of an awful person, which doesn't make their murder okay, but definitely makes it a little less tragic. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like there's one that I read that was like the character is somebody that I really liked, and it was actually kind of sad that they died. But anyway, this is not one of these. Like, this dude, Wally is his name, he's like legitimately an awful person. So even more awful when you read the rest of the book. And this won't be a spoiler review, but so Arlo goes about trying to solve the mystery, because that's what people do in cozies. And apparently this poor woman is going to just stumble across more corpses because it's the first in the series, so good luck with that, Arlo. Her best friend Chloe is the mother to his unacknowledged child, and she ends up arrested for the murder, so that's why Arlo gets involved. It's not like she's like, ooh, I'm gonna solve a mystery. There's like a legitimate reason. And I will tell you this, unfortunately, it is not the unacknowledged child that murders this guy. For some reason, I was like a quarter of the way book thinking, you know, that actually makes sense, that a 9-year-old kid would murder a full-grown man. I don't know, this is probably why I don't write cozy mysteries, you know? But anyway, so yeah, that's not the murderer, unfortunately. That would have been kind of interesting. But yeah, I really like the characters, especially the members of the book club. They were very fully fleshed, and they were a lot of fun to read about it. There were a couple of weird things about this book that I just wanted to put out there, because I don't know if it bothered anyone else, and for once I actually didn't check the reviews. I probably should have checked them before I made this video, but itchy ear syndrome. But so Arlo works in a bookshop with a coffee shop, and she doesn't know how to work an espresso machine. I mean, she's a grown woman, they're not like easy like when you first look at them, but like they're not impossible to use. And it seemed that if she were working, she'd want to know how all the equipment work, because apparently she can't use it unless Chloe's there, which seems weirdly codependent. I mean, while Chloe's gone, why not like whip out the manual and learn it for yourself? That just, I don't know. But it takes place in a small southern town, and I don't want to bash anybody, but in certain places, learned helplessness is actually a legit thing. I mean, it's not legit, but it's a thing that happens. I know, because I spent my teenage years growing up in Decatur, Georgia. Anyway, and the other thing was the way the book talked about women was really weird to me, especially since it did take place in a small southern town. A woman who lived in a small southern town. I'm sorry, I've never heard anybody ever say, "Oh, she had a body that just wouldn't quit." It just seemed really bizarre and kind of comical to me. I don't know, but like everything else, it seemed like really legit. Like there's a part where it mentions a couple in a diner, and it's like, well, everybody knows that they're together, but they won't acknowledge it because that's just how small towns are. And I mean, it's an unfortunate thing, but yeah, it's a thing. Like it's legit, but it's not legit. So yeah, I actually, despite the kind of weirdness, I actually really like this book. I really liked Arlo and Chloe's friendship. I really liked the book club members. They were a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to reading the next book in the series. Hopefully, it gives Arlo a break. Like maybe she finds the corpse in the second chapter, because I mean, it's a great way to start the book. It just, honestly, I laughed because it was so sudden, because usually these mysteries, they take a few chapters for the body to drop, but nope, just there's a corpse. But anyway, if you read this book, I really would like to talk about it with you, so leave comments. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it, and remember to be kind. Bye!